believe there's been 10 attempts for ETS, and it's only got a 50% rate of being enforced. The most recent one being the one this past June, and that was for healthcare workers. That took 5 months. But decades ago, when asbestos was the known carcinogen, based on data, what happens is it's a community effort. So people in our field that are seeing injury and illness and death in the field, we work with these working groups. Those get shared with senators. We have Senate hearings. We try to raise the awareness. And then OSHA will take that data and kind of reach out to different membership groups and say, are you guys seeing this? That's when you've seen combustible dust standards and things like that. So this takes months. And not only that, again, it has to show, like the first time they tried to push through the asbestos ETS, it was because they knew how respirable it was. And they had this estimation of how many people could die in a certain amount of time. Well, they couldn't prove it, so it didn't go through. But the biggest issue here I would like to address is that in this proposed ETS, President Biden wants this to be cited up to close to $14,000 as a serious violation. Well, under the field manual through OSHA, a serious violation is a violation where you're being completely negligible and you're saying that there's likelihood for someone to die. So we're not talking about like a chlorine gas leak.
Right.
The last I heard is we're around 97 to 99% recovery rates for most people. Nothing's one size fits all, but to me that doesn't sound like you are highly likely to die if exposed to COVID-19.
All right, well, hold on there. We got right here. Let's just talk right through it because you brought it up. I was going to do this at the end of the show. This is crunching all the data from around the world done by Johnny Ioannidis out of Stanford University. Your survival rate from COVID-19, should you catch it, if you're 0 to 19, is a 99.997% survival rate. 20 to 29, a 99.986% survival rate. 30 to 39, 99.96. 40 to 49, you get it, 99.918, 99.73. But, for some people, I thought maybe they don't understand that, so I switched it around. What is the death rate of this virus? Because this is what you're talking about. The emergency is you could die. What is your risk of dying? Look at that, 0 to 19, your risk of dying is 0.0027%. That's a thousandth. We're in the thousandths there of 1%. Not a quarter of 1%, not a tenth of 1%, not a hundredth of 1%, but in the thousandths of percentage points. So you look at that risk all the way up until you get to 70 plus, do you start seeing the 2.4% and 5.5%. And most of those people, I'm hoping, are sitting on a beach somewhere retired. So for the rest of it, it is a less than 0% chance of risk. And so when what you're saying right now makes so much sense. Look, if we have a chlorine gas leak, obviously we've got to get in there and handle that because people will die on contact. This is not a death on contact issue.
Right, but they're actually trying to say that it is. In fact, our health departments here in Michigan, and I know around the country, they're saying the same things because they've all been given the same talking point by the state health board, by the state health directors, which have come directly from the CDC, as Kristen and I have discovered through testimony on some of these court cases. What they're claiming is a phrase that we use a lot in the world of occupational environmental health and safety, and that's imminent danger. They're actually claiming that they have to keep our children masked up until they can receive this experimental vaccine until it's approved.
Check, 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 check.
I was leaving in the west, it was blue. Children's laughter sang, skipping just like the stones they threw. Voices echoed across the way. It's getting late, and it was just another night with a sunset and a moonrise not far behind to give us just enough light to lay there underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translations of the stories across the sky. Drew our own constellation. Drew our own constellation. West winds often last too long. When they calm down, nothing ever feels the same. Sheltered under the Kumane tree, waiting for the passing rain. Clouds came over to uncover the scene. Chasing the day away, find the stories that will sometimes meet. Listen close enough, all else fades away. And it was just another night with the sunset and the moonrise not far behind. Give us just enough light to lay there underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translations of the stories across the sky. We drew our own constellation.